Welcome back. I'm trying to straighten this inner panel out with a football trick. So I've got a football wedged up in there. You might have seen videos on Instagram or TikTok or whatever. People doing this. So I've got a football kind of wedged up in there. And I'm just going to try and pump it up and hopefully it will use the power of compressed air and push this out. So yeah, I will try and put you somewhere so you can watch, probably on a time lapse because it's going to take me ages with a little hand pump. See if that pushes out. Well, I don't know if you could really see anything happening, but this bit here definitely popped out a wee bit. I've gone in with a hammer and tried to pop some more bits out and straighten things, and it is what it is. Without replacing this panel as well, or taking it off at least and trying to beat it properly. It's not going to be perfect, but I think it should be enough now to at least line it up, and as long as I can get this bit, this arch bit, sealed and tied in to the new arch, then we should be okay. But what I'm going to do now is clean up all the bits that I need to around here to get that on, tack it in place, and then that should be it. Right, the camera died halfway through that, but basically I've sorted out this entire corner here. So during the accident, the wishbone got bent, that steering arm got bent, this drop link broke. So I have replaced everything. We got, at the time at Thruxton, we borrowed a wishbone from Arrive Motorsport. So I took their one off and I put a spare one that we had on. But big thanks to Arrive for letting us use this to get us home basically. This was the steering arm, or the track rod end. You can see it's yeah, that's not meant to be like that. and where is it? The drop link, it bent itself, split the boot, and the bend made it slightly rub on the drive shaft. So yeah, got all that sorted. I've also refitted the helper springs to the coilovers, because my plan is to actually lower the car a bit more. We're running quite a lot of ride height compared to everyone else. We can go a bit lower. We've still got a lot of room in the regs to go a bit lower, so I'm hoping a bit lower makes it a bit more stable. But yeah, that's this corner sorted, and that was basically the mechanical issues done. So now I just need to put the front end back together. I've got the bonnet pins and all that sorted for the bonnet. But yeah, for the first time in ages, you might not be able to tell, but the wheels are actually pointing in roughly the same direction, which is nice. Anyway, phone's running out of memory, I'm running out of time. I'll see you in a bit, because I won't finish this one here. So today's jobs have been to basically sort out the front end and try and finish that off. So the radiator housing thing, the old one came off in a couple of pieces, and so we put a second hand one on. So that's kind of making the car look a bit more like a car. Everything seems to be lining up okay-ish. I've sorted out the front end mechanically. All the mechanicals are done. Again, I've put the helper spring in this side as well. So we've now got helper springs on the front, and they're lowered just now all the way down. So the coilovers are literally as low as they will go. And if I come back here a bit, the steering wheel is locked in the centre position, and the wheels seem to be pointing in roughly the same direction. So I'm thinking everything is okay. So literally the front end just need to basically check everything's tight and put the bumper on, put the bonnet on, and it's kind of done. For the side, obviously it is looking a bit more like a car now. The door shuts and everything, which is good. I just need to, there are some bits of the panel that still need to be connected up. I've started to go through with some rivets. That seems to be the better way of doing it, because my welding isn't the best and it's burning through in places. So rivets seem to be the best way to do it. But everything again seems to be lining up. Rear light goes in absolutely fine. And yeah, it looks like a car again. It's now also back on the wet wheels, which is what I prefer to sit on rather than the race wheels. So yeah, it's slowly coming together. I'll have a bit more time up here tomorrow to hopefully get the rest of the stuff sorted. I should have a hand as well, so that'll be fine. Yeah, and you'll almost be seeing these vlogs, these updates, these whatever you want to call them, in real time, because today is Friday, tomorrow's Saturday, and I'm hoping to get this out on Sunday. So yeah, happy enough with the progress. It's basically just putting the car back together now, which is just like bumpers and bonnet and all that kind of stuff, and make sure it's aligned. We've also got it booked in to they're not back on the car yet, but we've also got them booked in, also got the car booked in to MB Motorsport. They're gonna I'm going to do the alignment myself, and then they're going to check it just to make sure it is what I want it to be. I've tidied up the race wheels. They all had grass stuck inside them. This one didn't, but the rest of them all had like grass and stuff stuck inside them. So I've taken the air out of them, pried the bead back, and just like cleaned up the edge. There was no point taking them to anywhere to remove the tyres or anything. It was just some grass that got stuck between the tyre and the rim. So I've tidied all that up. Enough waffle from me. There'll be a little bit on what we're doing tomorrow, but most of all, no, maybe it doesn't look like it on camera, but most of all, the car is pretty much there and done. It's basically just tidying up now, and tidying up my workspace, because again, I've left an absolute mess here. But anyway, I'm going just now. I'll see you in a second for tomorrow's update, and then yeah, we'll do that.